Welcome back, my dark means, to the Dark Void, ruled by me, 51. And today we're finally back to random reactions. Yes, random reactions, finally back. Nothing else happened as far as I know. But yeah, we're back to random reactions, and we're watching, what was it? The Yellow Turban Rebellion stage that reigns supreme. This is by the Nightowl. If you don't know, this is basically about the Yellow Turban's rebellions in the Dynasty Warriors franchise, which is my favorite series of all time. Seriously, it's my favorite series. I mean, what other game lets you basically be on the ground, fight countless enemies, and basically able to destroy so many enemies at once? Seriously, there's not that many games out there. I mean, literally, the closest one is Vampire Survivors, but of course, Vampire Survivors, that's basically you running around and trying not to get killed. Here, you basically get to be on the ground and start killing as many units. It's basically like I said, it's like Vampire Survivors, but even still. Anyway, of course, this has been my favorite game. My favorite series, and literally, the Yellow Turban Rebellion stage that reigns supreme. Of course, it reigns supreme because without the Yellow Turban Rebellions, we would not have the Dynasty Warriors storyline at all. What I mean by that, the storyline of the games, because every game in the Dynasty Warriors series, as far as I know, has the Yellow Turban Rebellion as the main point, the beginning of where the series begins, and then you have all the other factions here fighting. And in fact, without the Yellow Turban Rebellion, none of the heroes, legends, would basically rise up to become the leaders of Wei, Wu, and Shu. Without them, without the Yellow Turban Rebellions, we probably would not have had Wei, Wu, and Shu appearing. I mean, seriously, the Yellow Turban Rebellions is literally the pinnacle point, the beginning of where the future of China begins. In fact, it's literally like I said, once again, it's the only reason why I think the three rulers, I think, even realize that they need to get more powerful in order to basically legitimize their ideals. Now, I could be wrong about that, but every game I played, Yellow Turban Rebellion, literally the beginning of where every franchise need. Sorry, I'm saying something different. But yeah, literally, Yellow Turban Rebellion. Without it, the story of Dynasty Wars may not happen as we would have thought. I think, yeah. Anyway, yeah, this is about talk about the Yellow Turban Rebellion, their rage springs. We're gonna be looking at this. We're gonna see it. I may pause it during the video because I may actually add some stuff because literally I played the games all the way up to the 8th one, Extreme Legends. I haven't based the 9th one. I'm never getting that one. I'm never getting the 9th one. That one goes rot in the freaking dustbin of history. But yeah, I played all the way up to the 8th one. Yes, even the 6th one. In fact, that was my return to the franchise. Yes, I played the 4th one and then I didn't play anymore. And then after that, I came back on the 6th one. Let's just say that. Anyway, let's get back. My mic. But let's wait. I'll leave the link down below for this video down below, and go watch the Nightowl. I actually seen his videos, and in fact, I've seen the one where he talks about the entire history of the Dynasty Warriors series and the Romance Kingdom. Go watch this. Very important, and I think he did a pretty good job there. At least he's the first person I've seen that I've watched do the entire history of Dynasty Warriors. I'm just saying. But seriously, I may link that video down below so you can watch it yourselves. But anyway, let's continue on. Take it away, Nightowl. Sorry for that. For some reason,
Evolution.
Okay, here we go.
Usually involving change and improvement from a previous iteration. A word that the star of this video would probably agree with.
You foul creature!
What's going on, guys? Welcome
this guy,
to
Zhang
a new
Zhao,
series where I'll be talking
the comedian
about
of the series,
and love
the guy who speaks in a
franchise.
hilarious voice.
No, not you. Get out of here. The maps are a crucial part to any Dynasty Warriors game. And today
Exactly.
I'm going to look at the changes for each map, good or bad, from each game, give you my thoughts, and maybe rank them at the end based on how iconic they are, how they handled iconic events. In this video, we're going to be starting out with maybe the most iconic one, the Yellow Turban Rebellion.
Yeah.
Alright, you can say what you want.
The day of the Yellow Turban!
And that's enough of that. Let's go. Alright, starting off with Dynasty Warriors 2.
Time for change is upon us!
I like his new one, the comedian one.
Oh shit. First off, the map is one of the most iconic in terms of
Never played this one, but I have heard it's actually the
feel
hardest
of the battlefield. I love Dynasty
out of all the series.
Yellow Turban Rebellion. It was always a fun playthrough. I just enjoyed the aspect of the game, the aspect of the map, the feel of it, and even though it didn't have any voice acting, it just felt really, really fun.
Well, it is
the
two.
iconic event, Zhang Bao and
beginnings.
Zhang Liang obviously being the two, I guess, co-stars of the iconicness of this map, also get their moments to shine in this one. No voice acting to ramp it up,
even though they're not supposed to be here yet.
Moments with
as far as I know.
Zhang Liang in the boulders and Zhang Bao in the wind. So Dynasty Warriors 2 for me, in terms of the Yellow Turban Rebellion, was pretty good. Now moving on to its successor in Dynasty Warriors 3.
Which is going to be remastered. Wait.
Probably has some of the most iconic moments in all of Dynasty
And also,
Warriors.
can't
First
wait
of all,
for
the
the
map
third remaster.
is awesome. Castle in the middle of it. You got the frozen rivers and everything. It's a pretty big map, very similar to Dynasty Warriors 2.
Or the third one was actually more lenient.
Great feeling map. I love
in the pain.
It's amazing. I believe they switched the roles here a little bit. Zhang Liao gets some frozen magic powers.
Perhaps I am not as strong as I thought.
Zhang Liao.
Zhang Bao in this game got the lifetime supply of rocks, because my god, not only does he roll them against you, but he throws them down.
I actually played this third one, I think. If I remember.
Not just a boulder. It's a rock.
Loves his rocks in
I
this
think I
game.
played the third one.
Moving over to
No, it's PlayStation 2.
Dynasty Warriors 4.
Unleash
No, wait, this is the one.
rage, my chosen
No, this is the one I played.
We've got the
This
main
one.
map
I
along
remember,
with,
yeah.
I believe, 2 other sub-stages.
This
for
is when
Dynasty
I
Warriors
went
4
Blockbuster.
involving
I
the
rented
Yellow
it from
Turban Rebellion.
Blockbuster.
The
if you
main
remember.
map is pretty enjoyable. Each time I play through, it's just a fun, relaxing, kind of just chill stage, and I absolutely love it. Zhang Bao and Zhang Liang take their moments to the next level. They went to theater school for a little bit, and my god, they put their training to use in
Oh, man.
4.
I feel the power.
I mean, you got Zhang Bao's eyes popping out of his socket as he feels the caressing power of Zhang Jiao's hand permeate through his
God.
body as he... Same thing with his brother, not as kooky as him. He seems to be a little more grounded. I guess he's kind of used to the power by now.
Probably.
But I noticed that a lot of their power comes from their hand movement. Look at these guys, straight up, straight out. You see their hands move, you know the power
They're
is
bending.
coursing through
Using
their
the
hands.
power bending.
Well, overall, Dynasty Warriors 4, similarly to the first 2 games, just a great map overall. One of those chill stages you can just have a great time in, and I enjoyed Dynasty Warriors 4 a lot. Moving on to Dynasty Warriors 5.
Alright, here you go.
Has called for the creation of
Oh,
a
here you
new
go.
world.
Ah,
The map
yes.
itself it's all right. It's not as good in my
Alright.
opinion.
There's
as
new
the
information
first
for me.
3
I never
games.
played the fifth
It's a
one.
bit smaller. I don't think there's any sub.
I only played the fourth one.
Dynasty Warriors 5. It's
Fifth one?
decent. It's not too
Like,
bad.
what the
I think
heck?
it's a little bit smaller in comparison to the first 3. I think the
Okay.
events are decent. I think the update.
The closest one I got
but in
was
terms of
Odachi.
the characters'
Warriors
iconic
Odachi.
moments, I think the first.
That's the only time I got to
a
see
little
the
bit
fifth
better,
elements.
in my opinion,
fifth game
than
elements.
Dynasty Warriors 5, but still good stages. Zhang Bao is back to his rocks. Zhang Liang
Heh.
has the wind power for the first time. I've noticed through a lot of the games, they switch
Zhang
powers,
Liang.
they gain new ones. I guess it would be pretty devastating if they had like all of the powers that they could do at once. Maybe I should stop giving Koei Tecmo ideas. Anyway, Dynasty Warriors 5 for me is a little Like I said, it's not as good as the first 3.
Okay.
But still a decent map, semi-enjoyable in my opinion. Moving over to Dynasty Warriors 6.
Hey,
One of my
now this is where he's more
favorites
comedic.
from Yellow Turban Rebellion. It's probably not as impactful as the first.
This is the one I
4,
played.
but it is one of my personal favorites just because I like Dynasty Warriors 6. The magical
Oh,
elements
okay.
that Zhang
I'm
Bao
not
and
gonna
Zhang
judge you.
Liang
I'm not
have,
gonna judge you.
not as strong. They kind of got nerfed in this one, in my opinion. The Phantom Troops
Yeah.
were a little
I have to
annoying
say,
when Zhang
more
Liang
colorful,
summons
let's
them,
just say
and
that.
Zhang Bao was only responsible for the dust in the middle of the map, which you can bypass with a horse. I mean, it's not really that difficult. And then you take down the 2 urns, and then that's a easy wipe.
It
with Yellow
is.
Turban's headband.
It
They
is
left the
not that
fire
hard.
Traps back on Zhang Bao's side, but it was given to Zhang Mancheng.
There is no place for you in the new world.
Can't really credit him with that power, even though it's very
Okay.
close to where he's at. So in
It
terms
is
of their
pretty
power
short map,
levels and the iconicness of
but
what they did in this
I
one,
guess it
the
would
voice
be
lines
since it's
were
just the
amazing.
beginning
You
part.
fools!
But then
Your
again-
time is finished. See before you the new age of the Yellow Turbans.
I think the voice lines encompass it beautifully, but they don't get their beautiful cutscenes.
It
They don't get
does.
the moment to shine. They got put on the bench in terms of their.
I mean,
acting.
Zhang Liao really is like
5 to 6.
really like going right there.
Camp. They are being told in theater school that they are washed up has-been. Still a decent map though. One of my personal favorites. I don't think it eclipses.
Me,
like Dynasty
I
Warriors
think it's
3 or
because
4,
Zhang
or
Liao is
Dynasty
like
Warriors
more
2
of
in
a
terms of the map
comedic
itself.
here.
I think the base,
At least
seems
in my
really
thoughts.
cool, but still one of my favorites, personally for me, coming from Dynasty Warriors 6.
Hey,
Moving
I'm
over
not
to
gonna knock you on
Dynasty Warriors 7.
Hey, historical.
Has already burned out.
Once again, we go back to shifting. Zhang Liang goes back to his roots with
Now
the
this is the
rocks,
more
and Zhang
historical
Bao
game.
goes back to his
I
roots
played this one
with
as
the
well.
wind from Dynasty Warriors 2. So they get their original powers back, but very, very nerfed. I mean, Zhang Liang, You can't even really call it a hill. It's barely anything. You just walk up to him.
Gotcha, bitch. Well, because this is more historical.
So Zhang Liang 100% got nerfed.
Yeah.
Zhang Bao became more of a nuisance.
Like I said,
you had to go around, you had to climb
the whole point,
the whole thingy, and then kill him. For me, Dynasty Warriors 7, Yelton Rebellion, the impact of it was very low.
It's just historical purposes.
For me personally, I don't think it was.
You want more historical?
I think the
seventh one is your take on that.
What I saw
at least
looked a lot better. I'm pretty sure it was a revamped version of Dynasty Warriors 2. It looked great, but the map for the vanilla game, which is what we're focusing on here, was okay. The nerf Bao and Liang were, they were okay. I get it. They weren't supposed to be that important. They're not. I get it. So it's going to fall down a little lower for me. Now then, moving on to Dynasty Warriors 8. I guess I got tired of nerfing our boys.
Here we go.
And starting off with Zhang Bao's side.
Now this game is my favorite.
Kind of fire and ice abilities, but he mainly gets the summoning jutsu where he pulls out a bunch of sorcery troops.
Now the 8th one is actually my favorite,
which is great.
Out of all
I think it adds a little bit of a dynamic, but
that is including
the other previous ones.
Extreme Legends.
Really, I think Zhang Liang had a better time here. He had the ice arrows coming down. I like the map for Dynasty Warriors 8 as well. I think the map is nice. It's big, semi-reminiscent of like Dynasty Warriors 6. Get that.
I like how they made the entire maps big in this game.
More elements into it,
especially the Yellow Turban one.
Stuff. It had some cool moments for sure. Can't knock it too much. And the map itself, again, was pretty clean. So Dynasty Warriors 8 would get a thumbs up for me in my opinion. And then finally moving into Dynasty Warriors 9.
The yellow heaven must stand!
Zhang Bao would, I guess, inherit the flame trap from Dynasty Warriors 6. A bit of a weaker version of it.
I don't like the voice actor, Zhang Liang.
Map of the area for the fight of the Yelton Rebellion isn't super.
I like the comedic version better.
It's just an open field or plain. Or maybe there's a mountain in the back.
The open world.
Is gonna,
never played it, but
too much. I mean, because
I heard a lot of people saying that.
Anyway, in terms of
it was just too open world.
Of
not enough in the middle.
The flame trap didn't really feel that significant. I mean, with the gameplay of Dynasty Warriors 9, you can really skip all the cool stuff. You don't really have to pay attention to it unless you're trying to pay attention to it. So definitely a nerf for him, and same thing with Zhang Liang. I think the only thing that made it a little bit more significant is that, one, it's new, so he had the doubles. He had to kill multiple versions of Zhang Liang in order to beat him. So it elongated the experience with it. But again, similar with Zhang Bao and everything of Dynasty Warriors 9, you just run towards them, you find them, you beat them, and you go to the next one. And that's pretty much it. So
that's
look
about
at all 8. This would probably be my rankings from worst to best. First at the bottom, we're going to have obviously Dynasty Warriors 9. It's really hard to call it a map because the whole map of China being used for certain, like, and then they go into like smaller portions.
Yeah, I don't think they did the.
Fell flat for me. And then we have, in my opinion, Dynasty Warriors 7. Like I've already talked about. It was just, I just didn't feel like it was that significant. It was one of those maps where like you play to get through it. You don't play to enjoy
it's
it.
historical.
The cutscenes of Liu Bei, that's the important
hilarious.
part. The cutscenes of the other people, they didn't have any, except for Zhang Jiao. He had the like special.
Like I said,
one. But that's
more
towards the
historical.
End. The map itself, the playthrough, it just felt.
Was a little bit too quick for me.
Kind of then after that, we have Dynasty Warriors 8. The only reason it's here is because I believe the iconic events are a little less significant than some of the previous games. The map I think is great. I think the map is on par with some of the ones.
I did like the map playing it. It's just
iconic event.
Maybe a little bit higher, but that's my opinion.
Flat for me.
Moving
over to the next pick for me is going to be Dynasty Warriors 5. So Dynasty Warriors 5 has a similar effect of Dynasty Warriors 8.
Yes.
I guess. The map was good, just a little smaller in my opinion. So in terms of like map, I think Dynasty Warriors 8 was better, but Dynasty Warriors 5 had the better events, more.
I have seen the maps
happening. You had the in-game cutscenes.
I did play the 5th one, Extreme Legends.
Wait, the map itself. So definitely a more.
The maps were pretty good.
In my opinion, for Dynasty Warriors 5, but Dynasty Warriors 8 had the better map in my opinion. Then next up we have Dynasty Warriors.
He's gonna say 6, isn't it?
2.
Okay.
Dynasty Warriors 2 had voice acting inside the game, like inside the battles. I think it would have actually been a little higher, but because we don't hear nothing, we just see them do the little arm. Again, arms are the path.
Plus, it's more difficult.
Why it's here for me at whatever number I'm at right now. The map itself is great. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they revamped it in Dynasty Warriors 7 Extreme Legends for a DLC because it was a really cool map. I think it was really, really interesting. At the game,
I see it.
A little area we can go up and sneak around them and kill Zhang Bao or Zhang Liang, and then you have Zhang Jiao sitting up in that little castle in the corner. So for me, Dynasty Warriors 2, the map itself is among the best. Then moving on to my next pick, which is going to be Dynasty Warriors 6. All right, you can't beat the top 2 because of how iconic they are. But Dynasty Warriors 6 for me is among my favorites. I think the map
I'll go with
is
4
decent. I think
because
the
of the comedic
bases
style
are great. It has a good symmetrical feel to it. The powers that the characters have, they're okay. The Phantom Troops are again more annoying than the dust thing or the fire traps. I've just had a lot of fun with it. A lot of the voice lines from that is just iconic.
Yeah, especially how they're more comedic in this one.
Anyway, coming in after that, right before we hit my favorite one, in my opinion, number 2, we have Dynasty Warriors 4. Dynasty Warriors, I mean, they could be tied at this point. I mean, they're both absolutely incredible maps. But for me, I think Dynasty Warriors 3 has the edge because of the iconicness of the lines versus Dynasty Warriors 4. And I think if it just felt like Dynasty Warriors 3's, the map was a little bit bigger than Dynasty Warriors 4, which led to a more enjoyable experience.
I get you.
I think they both serve similar purposes, at least for me. They're both great maps to grind attribute points for your character or weapon XP in Dynasty.
Oh yeah, this is like back when they had attribute points.
For some of my
you make your character stronger.
Personally, I think Dynasty Warriors 3 is going to take the cake. I mean, did you guys see how many rocks Zhang Bao had? Dude, I'm telling you, unlimited supply. Not only was he rolling them down, but he was sending them off the cliff. Those aren't just regular rocks. Those are huge rocks. So there you go. That's what I have. The evolution of the Yellow Turban Rebellion throughout Dynasty Warriors 2 all the way to Dynasty Warriors 9. I think for the most part, overall for the map, I treated pretty well. Even on the maps that didn't do too well, they still had great moments, great events, and most of them.
Okay, I can see why you put some of them above each other.
Is supposed to be, at least within
because of the events.
Overall, one of the most iconic and best maps from the game.
I do remember.
And most enjoyable. It's one of those maps you can pull up and just play with anyone and chill for the most part.
It's true.
But yeah, that's all I have for the video here, guys. This is my thoughts on the evolution of the Yellow Turban Rebellion map / stage. We'll be doing probably Hulao next. It just seems to be the logistical thing to do. We'll probably do the.
Alright, I'm just gonna end it there. But yeah, I get you. Because if I played the 4th one, and there was like a lot of cutscenes happening over there. Like I saw like a lot of cutscenes over there. And it was I pretty like that. Like every so often I get to a certain point of map and all of a sudden there's a cutscene. What just happened? And then I just get attacked by enemies. I mean, a 4th game, every time I went through that entire game, there was like a cutscene happening at like a certain moment, like introducing characters in there. And the Yellow Turban Rebellion is like, yeah, okay, good. As they got more and more into the later games, the cutscenes kind of went little by little, not that much. I think they got like put up a lot more in the. No, they didn't. Not in the 7th one. Yeah, so it's pretty sad that I didn't get. There's not that many cutscenes happening nowadays in the later games. I wish they really put those things back. I would really like to see go into certain points and then basically see the characters and then they do their iconic things and then we start fighting them. But anyway. Anyway, I did really like this video. It basically showing off the Yellow Turban Rebellion, how it evolutionized, how it went from here to from the second all the way up to basically where it is, to basically what we have now, and also what he feels about each one. Me, I really do like the Yellow Turban Rebellion because it really is the beginning of everything. I liked it because you can basically go in there and realize that, man, this is the beginning of the game, and you're gonna realize that the moment you finish it, you're gonna be part of basically the entirety of each faction's campaigns, and each faction's gonna basically doing their own thing and basically it just. Now I'm trying to think of it, because and you gotta do some stuff in order to make sure your faction wins. Of course, later on. In the later games, like Extreme Legends, you get the what if scenarios, and I love that. They need to put that in every single game series because I really love how you can change history by do you want to continue on or do you want to go to the what if scenario? It's great. Anyway, back on topic. Sorry about that. I went on a tangent, but yeah, I really liked it, and I hope we continue to see the epicness of the Yellow Turban Rebellion map. I can't wait to see what more, and I can't wait for the 3rd game to come out. I hope they put a demo out so I at least can play it to try it out. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Seriously, go watch Nightowl. I have seen some of his content, and I've seen the one where basically the biggest mistakes in China's, in basically in Dynasty Warriors history, Dynasty Warriors, and I have to agree on some of that. Yeah, oh man, and also go watch that friggin' history one. Like I said, I'll put the history one about the entire history of China. Seriously, great videos, Nightowl. Keep going at it. And like I said before, what else do I have to say? I don't really know. Either way, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Comment, subscribe down below. Like I said before, I will leave those 2 videos down below so you can watch them without my video voice. Comment, subscribe down below if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to press the bell. And also join my Dark Army. You guys have no other choice. You literally had no other choice here. I mean, if you said you thought you had one, no you didn't. Anyway, comment, subscribe, like and share the video to help spread my influence, glaze it everywhere, and to help my influence grow. Take that as it will. And don't forget to press the black bell button to be notified whenever my videos pop up, because you know how it is. I says forget, youngest sibling takes over, YouTube channel doesn't bother announcing my channel, you know the whole shebang by now. And don't forget to check your profiles on YouTube, because there's a restricted mode. And if it's on for you guys, turn that off, because it removes my videos from your feed. Alright, that's about it. And once again, Nightowl, great job doing the tour of the China one, the history of China. Really like that video. Alright, that's about it for right now. My dark minions dismissed.